From Keene, the Shire, the Liberty Media capital of the world, this is Daryl W. Perry, host of FPP Radio News for Friday, November 11th, 2016. Silver is trading at $18.69 per ounce. Gold is valued at $1,260 per ounce. Bitcoin is trading at 0.72 cents, and the average price of Bitcoin is $721. Antiwar.com reports one of the many supplementary funding bills that allows Congress to bypass sequestration budget limits on the military. President Obama has requested $11.6 billion in additional war funding for the rest of the year. The proposal was immediately panned as too low. House Armed Services Chairman Representative Mac Thornberry of Texas complained the amount was far too low and would not allow the U.S. to maintain its ongoing escalations in the number of ground troops deployed around the world, particularly given escalations against the Islamic State. That's unsurprising, as such bills rarely admit just how big the additional costs are going to eventually be, and additional supplements to supplements are pretty common. Thornberry, however, is calling for a careful review of the plan. It's unclear how much more money Thornberry seeks to add to this particular funding bill, though in practice it probably will just slightly change the size and scope of future military funding bills that are coming at any rate, with no real debate about reducing spending anywhere near the budget caps. When you hear the word lobbyist, you probably think about greedy corporations, but not all lobbyists are the same. Some are fighting for the freedoms you hold dear. Liberty Lobby LLC is doing just that in New Hampshire, working hard to represent you, not some special interest group. You can help by going to libertylobby.xyz, where your contribution will give us the tools we need to ensure that your voice is heard. Visit libertylobby.xyz today to find out more. UPI reports President-elect Donald Trump's contract with the American voter, outlining sweeping changes in his first months in office, have several bipartisan slam dunks, but other proposals are dead on arrival, even in a Congress controlled by his own party. Incoming Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer on Thursday told trade unions the Trans-Pacific Partnership trade deal is dead in the new Congress, aligning with a key element of Trump's agenda for the first 100 days. The news, cheered by labor unions, means Trump's call to scrap the TPP will likely happen. The deal was negotiated by the Obama administration and initially enjoyed bipartisan support in Congress before it became a hot-button issue in the campaign. Trump excoriated the agreement between the United States and several Asian nations as a job killer, and much of the Republican support for it in the Congress evaporated. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell has told the New York Times there was no chance it would pass the Senate, and House Speaker Paul Ryan has said he does not plan to bring it up for a vote in his chamber. For nearly 40 years, Roberts & Roberts Brokerage has been a trusted source for buying and selling precious metals like gold and silver. They also take Bitcoin for precious metal purchases and have permanently removed the minimum purchase amount for all orders paid in the digital currency. Call Roberts & Roberts today for knowledgeable advice on buying and selling precious metals and a forward-thinking approach to new technologies. 800-874-9760 or visit online at rrbi.co. Reuters reports a federal judge on Thursday ordered state and city officials to deliver bottled water directly to qualified residents in Flint, Michigan, where a water contamination crisis has made unfiltered tap water unsafe to drink since April 2014. U.S. District Judge David Lawson said officials must deliver 4 cases of bottled water per week immediately unless they can prove a water filter is installed and properly maintained at a home, or if residents opt out of a filter or deliveries. The ruling came in a lawsuit filed by residents and the advocacy groups Concerned Pastors for Social Action, the National Resources Defense Council, and the American Civil Liberties Union of Michigan. Flint was under the control of a state-appointed emergency manager when it switched its water source in April 2014 to the Flint River from Lake Huron in a money-saving move. The river water was more corrosive and caused lead to leach from city pipes and into the drinking water. The city switched back in October 2015 after tests found high levels of lead and blood samples taken from children, but the water has not returned fully to normal. Flint has been replacing lead pipes running to homes, and state officials have said the water is safe to drink if properly filtered. The lawsuit, filed in January, seeks replacement of lead service pipes. They later asked Judge Lawson to order home water deliveries or faucet filter installation because transportation issues made it hard for some residents to get to water distribution centers. The city and state argued that bottled water was widely available at government-run distribution points, and ordering door-to-door deliveries could be financially crippling. This has been FPP Radio News, online at fppradio.com.